It's been said the greatest attribute of the 12th man is that they are at their best when the Aggies' backs are most against the wall. For immediate proof of this, just step into Kyle Field on a Saturday in the fall.
You are looking live at a sold-out Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. When you talk about the great scenes in college football, one that belongs right near the top is right here at Aggieland.
Nationwide television audience got to see the Aggies tonight. They got to see 90,000 people. They got to see the greatest atmosphere in college football. Dave, it is a huge win for the Aggies and for the 12th man.
But almost 10 years ago, when A&M Athletic Department personnel, along with 12th Man Foundation members, entered the facilities at other schools across the country to see how the Aggies compared, the results were shocking.
Well, we were about as low down the totem pole as you could get. Coach Slocum, RC, called and asked me if I would go with he and Wally Groff, who was the athletic director at that time, and a handful of other Aggies, if I would spend a weekend with them and go out and tour. I believe we toured 5 or 6 other universities. You didn't have to go see all 5 or 6 of those schools. The first couple, you realize that we were not in the same league with these guys.
I was shocked at how far behind we were, because to me, the playing surface at Olson was terrific. When I saw the other places and the other places that those coaches were recruiting potential players to, I saw more than anything the disadvantage that Coach Childress was at.
This time the Aggies were really against it. A rising volume and the waving of towels would not cure this problem. It would take so much more. But, like Aggies tend to do, they rolled up their sleeves and went to work. The Championship Vision campaign was unveiled by the 12th Man Foundation with the purpose of bringing major improvements to Texas A&M's athletics facilities.
I think that it always involves people, and we've had some comical moments and some serious moments, but you know, we've had people that have really had the light bulb go on when we began to explain to them the need and the predicament that we were in at A&M.
The biggest overall thing was just meeting such wonderful people that I would have never had an opportunity to meet otherwise.
When you go out asking people for money, usually what happens, everybody runs for the door. But a lot of people came forward. They stood up, they put their money where their mouth was, because they knew that we could do better. And I met a lot of great friends because I was a part of this program.
One thing that was easily visible was this school's unique qualities. Aggieland is different than most. Simply being like any other university is unacceptable.
I was talking to Jack Little, and Jack said, I'm not a baseball fan, but I'm an Aggie. And Aggies have a need, and I'm going to help.
The thing that I heard time and time again is we're better than that. You know, we're better than that. And the pride just in A&M and A&M culture is we're not going to be third rate or fourth rate. We're going to be first rate or not at all.
The results from the Championship Vision campaign are remarkable. $50 million were raised during Phase 1. Several sports received upgrades, including baseball, soccer, softball, men's and women's tennis, as well as men's and women's golf. And the Bright Complex was built, bringing the Aggie football team one of the top facilities in the country. It gives student athletes a spectacular locker room, training facility, and academic center. Phase 2 brought in more than $67 million, and the McFerrin Athletic Center, which houses the beautiful Gillum Indoor Track Stadium and the football team's indoor practice facility. Also, Phase 2 helped give Aggie Hoops maybe the top facility in the nation. The men and women now call the cutting-edge Cox McFerrin Center for Aggie basketball their home. In Phase 3, over $34 million have been raised, upgrading facilities at football, basketball, and golf. And coming soon, the newly renovated Olson Field at Bluebell Park. Aggie baseball in the near future will play in a top-notch stadium as construction is underway. All of this made possible by the Championship Vision campaign, which raised more than $151 million to assist Texas A&M athletics.
8 years ago, we did an assessment, and it was brutally ugly. We were really behind, and had we allowed that to persist, we would have buried ourselves in a hole that we probably could not have recovered. But Aggies have responded to the truth.
The fruits of the campaign's labor is easily witnessed on the athletic fields. In 2010, Texas A&M finished as the 6th-ranked program in the country in the Learfield Sports Directors Cup, which rates every school's athletics performance. It is the highest finish in Aggie history.
Must be a direct correlation. I think the facilities, the programs attract high-quality coaches, attract high-quality student athletes, and when you get that combination together, we're bound to improve our standing in all the sports in which we participate, which moves us up the Directors Cup, no question about it.
Kids these days, 18 and 19-year-old kids, shop with their eyes, and they see the facilities at the various places, and they want to be involved at a place that they feel like the sports are important to them. And there's no better way to show someone that a sport is important to them than by looking at the facilities.
We simply can't recruit coaches, and we can't recruit athletes without facilities. And we didn't have them, and now we do.
The success is not relegated to stadiums and arenas. Equally important, Aggie student athletes are making the grade in the classroom.
I've never been involved in anything like this, a fundraising campaign of this magnitude, and I was just blown away by the receptivity, blown away by the just the camaraderie of Aggies, young and old.
The last 8 years and what's been accomplished by the campaign is nothing short of historic. I believe raising in excess of $125 million for Aggie athletics and deploying that money into world-class facilities will have a profound impact on Aggie athletics for generations to come.
The completion of this part of the Championship Vision campaign is something that we should celebrate, because we have made a difference in the facilities. We've made a difference, I hope, in the lives of our student athletes that are here. I hope we've made a difference in how this university is perceived by the general public because of what the accomplishment of our athletic teams have done in these 10 years of our almost continuous capital campaigns.
A decade ago, the Aggies' backs were against the wall. The 12th man responded again with an astonishing effort. And today, the Aggies are rapidly becoming one of the premier sporting universities in America. The Championship Vision campaign is complete, and every Texas A&M team is ready to become a champion. What started as a vision a decade ago now stands tall for all to see. All constructed by the heart, desire, and work ethic of the fighting Texas Aggie.